Hello, how are you doing today? Today we're going to have another exciting episode on Success Through Strategy podcast. I am David, your host. Today we'll be talking about contemplating greatness, contemplating greatness through the eyes of experience. Let us pause one moment so that people may join us on our podcast. And let's open up with our 50 Up from the Ashes music.
Here at ndhglobal.com we strive to build networks, net worth and net gains with our investing partners. When potential income-producing deals arrive, we align our strengths to provide relevant solutions to our club members. We offer a broad range of services for business owners, executives and independent professionals within our investment club. These disciplines are pursued: real estate, transportation assets, and business development, all wrapped into nationwide opportunities. We are knowledgeable, experienced, and successful.
Yes, and I am back, and this is David, your host of the Success Through Strategy podcast. We look forward to all of you that are listening to us today. We are in our show 3, and we're contemplating greatness through the eyes of experience. This is a very personal topic because greatness comes in many different forms. But the greatness that applies to each individual happens in its own time for that particular individual. Who's to say when it's your time? Right now, it's my time on my podcast. Right now. All right, here we go. The greatness, it doesn't define you, it just moves you forward into your life's journey or your life's path. Those that fear their life path will never have greatness because they cannot see what it is about themselves that can benefit society. Most people in society have a beneficial way of either helping themselves, their family, or families, and for the greater good of others. That's what makes them great. My family, we've always have been of service to others. In my life, I've done that. And yet the greatness moves within that situation. My greatness is that no matter what happens, positive, negative, or a combination thereof, I keep moving forward. So this makes me great in my eyes. So ask yourself, what makes you great in your eyes? And what can you do to increase your chances of being great? Great, or we're not going to conjugate that word right now, but you guys get the idea. All right, one more thing. Let's go over what we always do for all pronouns. If you are a pronoun, insert your pronoun into what I'm saying. I identify as being a man, so I say a lot of manly things and a lot of manly topics. So please don't be offended. Just insert your pronoun and keep stepping. That way, we have beauty and greatness going around for everybody. Back on topic. The greatest people in society are not usually the ones you see. The greatest people in society are people that just do their job. And they do it so well and consistently that it affects a lot of people. We can go throughout history and name thousands of people about what they did that was so great. But it also took an army behind them that followed them or worked with them to make them be the great person that they needed to be. So sometimes being great, you are a figurehead, and then sometimes being great, you are who you are. So those match up with that particular situation. So what I'm saying is that behind every great person, there's a great team. And behind every great team, there are the masses that reflect the change or the extend the greatness out to the multitudes of more. Greatness attracts excellence. The excellence provides the platform to be followed and to be helpful. The number one situation about greatness is as that wave of good goes out, people identify with it. And then in turn, the masses and multitudes, and it just keeps riding the wave on out to more and more people. Sometimes it just takes a person. Sometimes it takes the many. And the many sometimes are those that may have been against you before, if you're the person that's greatness, with the greater good. And the many that hated you before seem to follow your path, seem to pick up your path as they become more acclimated to what your mission is. And that's what turns a lot of people into doing good. The world is replete and history is replete with stories of this. The greatness of being great makes the greatness trend up and out. The greatness of being great gives the average person a way out and a way to look at things and a way to act and a way to be to make for the most effective change. And that effective change is all rolled up into greatness with an effective situation, an effective message, It just keeps going and going and going and going. The best part of being around a great person or great people is that you may feel it in your heart and you may understand it in your brain. And once those two line up, the heart and the brain, then that becomes a part of you. And it can spur you on to greatness in your own life. Right now, we're on the Success Through Strategy podcast. And one of the reasons why I named it Success Through Strategy is because you have to have a strategy, and the strategy has to be great. And then each episode, we try to make the strategy align itself with what we're talking about and what we're expressing. Sometimes we do it through personal collaborations. Sometimes we do it through just observations. Sometimes personal observations also. But what makes the greatness and a contemplation of it is understanding what the mission is, standing on that mission, defending that mission, and watching that mission grow from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and so on. So as a multitude of people are affected in a positive way. That's why on this Contemplating Greatness through the eyes of experience, a lot of our leaders have greatness in them because they have that experience of being pushed down, pushed back, or pushed up, pushed down, whatever the trend may be. And they keep getting up or they keep riding that wave. And that's what makes them great. Right now, there are some leaders in the world that are really great. But there's also some leaders in the world that are really bad. But they all serve the same purpose, the greatness of the human experience. So if you know leaders that are bad, it's just here to show you that, okay, what they're talking about or what they stand on may not be the right situation for you. Whereas you have leaders that are considered good, what they stand on and what they're accomplishing may be the right situation for you. Each human has free will. Your free will has to come from your experience and your open-mindedness. And the reason this is because within greatness, someone can lead you down a path that you don't see that's not conducive for you. So that's why we have minds, and that's why the free will is very important. In our societies all around the world, free will is being subdued right now because they want all the things that are the same. Who are they? Those that are not conducive for us. Right now, you can put a lot into that situation. But for me, I just want to be great and I want to effectively have a change with people that are around me so that we can do good for the greater good of society. So we can contribute and to be great without needing any kind of egotistical, egomaniacal thoughts. So we want to stay in our creative brain. And that's a part of it. That's a big part of it. You hear me talk about that a lot. Staying out of that competitor brain and into that creative mind keeps one level and even and allows for you to receive thoughts, allows for you to work at a great capacity within your brain and to move you forward and to create greatness. Sometimes greatness, it comes in different forms and formats. Right now, we're going to take a little break and we'll have our music and a few advertisements here so that we can stay on. And bear with me one moment here.
Greatness is an important part of your fitness regimen. Here at Wince, we pride ourselves on helping our clients attain their body positive goals. A big part of being your best self is having support that motivates, captivates, and pushes your weight loss journey into reality.
Hello and welcome back. This is David, your host for the Success Through Strategy podcast. And we're talking about contemplating greatness and contemplating greatness through the eyes of experience. The experience part of this is that your experience takes you through life, and then your experiences are what makes your life. And so the greatness has to come from some part of that experience, whether it's good or bad, but it has to come from that experience. So a lot of leaders are forged in the fire, or they're forged in a background that's not really conducive to them. So what makes them great is that they understand from the bottom up what needs to happen. And then they also understand from the bottom up how to have a solution for it, and then how to get your mind prepared to deal with those types of situations. And that's how we grow as a humanity on this earth. So it just depends on what your experiences are and what your free will is and your maturity level. Sometimes there are people born that are going to be great, they're just born that way. And there's people that are forged, and then sometimes there's people that move so fast throughout their life that their greatness is their lifestyle, and that's what makes them better. And not so much as better than other people, but it makes them better to themselves, and they just do situations and instances and programs that affect a large amount of people in a positive light. Growing into your greatness is probably another topic that we should discuss. We'll discuss a little bit here. So, when you grow into your greatness, you understand what your life path is, and you understand where you're at as a person. And then you make the modifications and adjustments available so that you can move forward with your plans. One of the best parts of being great is that someone can come along with an idea that works for the masses and allows them to be better, to increase their life and increase the abundance in their lives. That's the part that we're all trying to get to, at least I am. So to increase another's situation with abundance, and we're not necessarily talking about materials. We're talking about more of just their life becoming more theirs from the platform. That's what success through strategy. One of the things that it's all about is the increasing of abundance and increasing of attraction so that you can move forward accordingly within your situation and your sphere of influence. And that's what we're doing here on Success Through Strategy. As we move forward, the greatness of this podcast is that we deal with all of the above. And whatever that is, that's what we're going to deal with. Some of it through attrition, some of it through experiences, some of it through guidance from people chatting in the chat room. what we like here at Success Through Strategy. If you like our information and what we're doing, please subscribe to us and please like us and please leave us the stars, so to speak, and leave us with what you like about our podcast. This will help us greatly to stay on track and stay on target and to become a part of your life through greatness and the success through strategy. So that is our goals. Those are our goals, I should say. And that's what makes everything right with this podcast. And that helps us to stay true to form. It's been a wonderful day today. And I look forward to doing another show. And we're going to make some changes. And we would just love to hear from you. So, as our parting gift today, we're going to play another type of song and see if this is one of the things that helps you. And we are who we are, and we do what we do, and so this is very important. And what's important to me is that it makes for a better day, a better way, and another thing to do. So maybe we don't need to go off and play the music. Maybe we just need to end it with blessings to everyone. And I wish you a blessed week. And we will have some more episodes for you as we rock and roll with this show. So be looking out for us and subscribe to us and be the best that you can be and be blessed out here. This is David, your host from Success Through Strategy, signing off with music, commercial, and our storm sounds.
Here at David at Life Coach Hub.com we pride ourselves on creating a 360-degree coaching program that covers motivation, discipline, and support through custom tools to help you improve your quality of life. The key to having success with your goals is to understand that life is a journey with many lessons to learn. We strive to help you become the person that understands themselves and to make the adjustments for a fulfilling lifestyle.
This is David signing off. Be blessed.